Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Tuesday, December 15th at 3:26 a.m. Pacific Standard Time by Zeno Reader. There are 693 headlines from 108 fees we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Japan Twitter killer Takahiro Shiraishi sentenced to death. Sarah Palin hits campaign trail in Georgia, denying Trump lost alongside QAnon supporting Republican. Biden quaffs his way through first speech since being confirmed as president-elect, hands him a glass of water. After careful conservation, museum reveals spectacular 1,000-year-old cross. Man who screamed anti-Semitic remarks to man and son in Miami Beach arrested, cops say. Hannity, bow to the Democrats or face the wrath of the media mob. Georgia man who lied to employer about having COVID pleads guilty. Iran's president says country would rejoin nuclear deal within an hour of U.S. signing on. Texas woman still missing months after driving to Florida for temporary caregiver job. One of the worst attorneys general in American history, criticism of Bill Barr poison as he resigns. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Japanese Twitter killer sentenced to death for murders of 9 people, CNN. Maryland weather, winter storm warnings issued for Wednesday, heavy snow is expected, CBS Baltimore. Most Americans will likely get a COVID-19 vaccine, Kaiser Family Foundation survey finds, CNN. Afghanistan, Kabul deputy governor killed in sticky bomb attack on car, BBC News. London is moving to the tightest COVID restrictions, here's what you need to know, CNBC. Putin finally congratulates Biden on U.S. election victory, CNN. Tony-winning choreographer, actress Anne Reinking dies at 71, WABC-TV. Japan's space agency finds ample soil, gas from asteroid, the Associated Press. Lamar Jackson insists he didn't pull a Paul Pierce, even if it was a bathroom break, his MNF return was legendary, Yahoo Sports. Sharon Osbourne says she was hospitalized for coronavirus, is now recuperating, Fox News. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. We need a national day of mourning for COVID-19 victims. 5 ways to invest in the rising stock market without a lot of money. How long it takes for the coronavirus vaccine to work. Jenna Leone's stylish evolution, from sparkle to streaming TV. Give yourself a break with these 12 no-boil lasagna recipes. Ghislaine Maxwell seeks bail with $28.5 million and armed guards. Fake Melania Trump names one thing she wants before leaving the White House. Kelly Loeffler, David Perdue adamantly opposed changing Atlanta Braves name. Putin congratulates Biden on winning U.S. election. Obama trolls Trump with birther joke. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Police, teen arrested after shooting 2 with a bow. Officials worry about increase in Molly use. Paralympian tries out new prostheses. Police handout presents to dozens of local kids. Family accidentally bakes elf on the shelf. Family asks real-life Grinch to return stolen Christmas decorations. 3 kids killed in horse and buggy, truck wreck. Mayor says food project won't be evicted. No shave effort raises money for lawmen. Child abandoned, with note, at Goodwill store. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. Japan's Twitter killer, Takahiro Shiraishi, is sentenced to death. America's first coronavirus vaccinations. Coronavirus vaccinations begin, but some Americans are wary. Putin congratulates Biden after electoral college vote. The people who actually had a pretty great year. Court finds evidence of crimes against humanity in the Philippines. Black student expelled after mother complains about fences. Vaccine distribution is underway in New York. Inside Biden struggle to manage factions in the Democratic Party. With first dibs on vaccines, rich countries have cleared the shelves. The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Test drive, the electric 2021 Ford Mustang Mach-E gallops without gas. Cal Thomas, Hunter Biden investigations, where has the mainstream media been? Scientists plan mission to iceberg drifting toward island. Angry giraffe charges a truck of tourists on safari, video shows, a scary adventure. Inside Lori Loughlin's prison stint and why she potentially hasn't spoken with daughter Olivia Jade, expert. Electoral College confirms Biden's election victory. Putin congratulates Biden on election victory. Texas HS football player accused of attacking ref suspended from all sports for year. Republicans backing Trump fraud claims even as Biden wins electoral college. California officials blessed court ruling to reduce Orange County jail population. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Tuesday, December 15th. The next headlines are from the 7th most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. Colorado family asked to leave plane after toddler refuses to wear mask. Anti-mask rant caught on camera at California Costco. See it, nurse Sandra Lindsay receives first COVID vaccine in New York. All three of those moments continue to resonate. CBS Sports' Emily Deutsch on four sides of the story featuring Annika Sorenstam, Lisa Leslie and Brandi Chastain. Kel Mitchell on MTV's Deliciousness, it's super funny and the videos you will see are crazy. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. London pubs sell beers for 99p hours before the capital is plunged into Tier 3. 4 young children who died in house fire so neglected they communicated by grunting. Zayn Malik's sister's 40-guest wedding broken up by police for flouting Tier 3 rules. Minister urges families to do minimum in Christmas bubbles. England star Jack Grealish is banned from driving. Russian state media blackout on expose of FSB hit squad who targeted Alexei Navalny. Spot the kitten, adorable white cat camouflages itself in a dazzling Christmas tree. Making Britons wear masks while out Christmas shopping on crowded streets could slow spread of COVID. Princess Beatrice denies breaking COVID rules. Horrific moment thug, 24, brutally kicks vulnerable homeless man in the face. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is the Washington Post World News Feed. Xi's China is preparing for a new world order. Boko Haram claims the kidnapping of 300 boys in Nigeria, marking an alarming move west. Sanctioned Turkish official thinks U.S. relations won't change. Deputy Governor of Kabul slain in targeted killing. Respiratory therapist receives Puerto Rico's first vaccine. Japan Twitter killer sentenced to death for serial murders. UK urged to rethink easing of restrictions around Christmas. More than a month after U.S. election, Russia's Putin recognizes Biden's win. Boko Haram claims kidnapping of Nigeria students in North. Twitter killer who dismembered 9 victims receives death sentence in Japan. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. The 50 best films of 2020 in the U.S., No. 4, Minari. Fugitive twin arrested in connection with Dresden jewel heist. South Korea, from early COVID success to fears over ferocious spread of virus. Judith Human, Biden is committed to involving disabled people in his administration. Little Richard remembered by Bootsy Collins. Revealed, China suspected of spying on Americans via Caribbean phone networks. What happened when the Tarahumaras' love of ultra running went global? Boko Haram claims responsibility for kidnapping hundreds of boys in Nigeria. Japan's Twitter killer sentenced to death. Facing a lonely holiday, single moms know how to help. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Japan Twitter killer sentenced to death for serial murders. Woman robs store with hypodermic needle she claims is infected with AIDS. Russia's Putin congratulates Biden on winning U.S. election. Live, ABC News Live. 5 years and counting, ex-treasure hunter still stuck in jail. Trump, Biden teams grappling with getting COVID-19 vaccine early. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Hayabusa 2, pieces of an asteroid found inside space capsule. Afghanistan, Kabul deputy governor killed in sticky bomb attack on car. Joe Biden says time to turn the page after victory confirmed. Coronavirus, how Europeans are preparing for Christmas and New Year. Mission to investigate gigantic iceberg. Australia storms, floods spark evacuation warnings for NSW towns. William Barr, U.S. Attorney General to leave post by Christmas. Craig McLachlan, actor found not guilty in indecent assault case. A palm oil alternative could help save rainforests. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. We're not wanted, homeless people were put in hotels to keep them safe, now they're being evicted. Today in history for December 15th. Mississippi police identify 2-year-old boy abandoned at Goodwill donation outlet, arrest suspect. Google think tank's report on white supremacy says little about YouTube, blamed for its role in driving people to extremism. Coronavirus updates. UTC.mp4 is first wild animal with COVID-19. California to get nearly 400k more vaccine doses. U.S. deaths top 300k. Backlash accelerates public health leaders' exodus. Electoral College makes it official. Biden won. Border Patrol agents arrest 9 in smuggling attempt near San Diego, the 64th maritime event since October 1st. Biden, now it's time to turn the page, to heal. In California, vaccines arrive, but we're not out of the woods. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. California again shatters single-day coronavirus case record, more than 42,000 cases. Kaiser nurses got the first COVID-19 vaccine, then it was back to work. LA Unified will not give Fs this semester and instead give students a second chance to pass. Norman Pearlstein steps down as Los Angeles Times leadership search continues. Man arrested after more than 5,000 pounds of fireworks found in South LA home. California demands that Amazon comply with COVID-19 investigation. Judge freezes assets of famed LA lawyer Tom Girardi, citing millions unpaid to clients. COVID-19 vaccinations begin in California as LA healthcare workers among first to get dose. Who will be at the front of the line for vaccines in California? Here's what we know. For LA bookstores during COVID-19, this holiday season is make or break. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Tuesday, December 15th, 2020. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More from other news sources is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Denmark to classify immigrants from Muslim countries separately in crime statistics. Putin congratulates Biden after electoral college victory. Saudi Arabia applied for diplomatic immunity for 10-man security team in Norway. Japanese serial killer who baited suicidal people using Twitter gets death penalty. 2 men beheaded in videos from Nagorno-Karabakh War identified. CNN Belinket's investigation identifies Russian specialists who trailed Putin's nemesis Alexei Navalny before he was poisoned. Scotiabank becomes 5th major Canadian bank to refuse to fund oil drilling in Arctic refuge. Data leak reveals members of China's Communist Party working in global firms, consulates, report. China is global leader in jail journalists for second year, report finds. A data leak shows that over 2 million Chinese Communist Party members were secretly embedded in organizations around the world including India. EU to unveil landmark law curbing power of tech giants. Facebook, Amazon, Google and others could soon face massive fines in the European Union under a draft law that seeks to rein in tech giants. Firms could be fined up to 10% of their annual turnover for violating competition rules. A 15-year-old is now the youngest reported Hong Konger in exile. ICC rejects Uyghur calls to investigate China for genocide. Philippines, ICC finds reasonable basis for alleged crimes against humanity in Duterte's drug war. U.S. imposes sanctions on Turkey over purchase of Russian air defense system. The next headlines are from Forbes. Japan seeks to buy out Mauritius government with $300 million deal over oil spill. International Criminal Court will not take further the case of the Uyghurs. Adidas largest shareholder group sells Lambert takes majority stake in Canyon Bicycles. Japan's Mitsubishi to deploy $48 billion FX stealth fighters by 2035 with boost from Lockheed. Nat Geo will chronicle NASA's Artemis lunar mission program. From Barney's to Topshop, authentic brands looks to build retail empire. As people rush for their Christmas shopping, young say no to fast fashion. Stimulus stalls, Congress upends retail's Christmas dream. WWE Raw results, winners, news and notes on December 14, 2020. JBL's pandemic pivot put its headphones on 100 Thieves, Giant Esports Tournament and more. The next headlines are from Nature.com. Women of the Nobel Factory share their stories. Open Access Journal, ILIFI, announces preprint first publishing model. Asteroid dust recovered from Japan's daring Hayabusa 2 mission. Daily Briefing, the most spectacular science images of the year. 2020 beyond COVID, the other science events that shaped the year. Why many countries failed at COVID contact tracing, but some got it right. COVID and 2020, an extraordinary year for science. Viruses, microscopy and fast radio bursts, 10 remarkable discoveries from 2020. Strongly correlated churn insulators in magic angle twisted bilayer graphene. Arab nations first to approve Chinese COVID vaccine, despite lack of public data. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,672,806,608 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Toho announces revised box office total for record holder Spirited Away. Matthew McConaughey weighs in on illiberals, cancel culture, freedom of speech. Court approves $440 million takeover of Australia's Village Roadshow. World War II drama Plan A, starring August Deal and Sylvia Hoeks, travels to major territories exclusive. UK producers look to extend COVID-19 insurance scheme. China lists 100 government-backed documentaries to release by 2025. Mirai director Mamoru Hosoda reteams with Charades Verbal exclusive. Taylor Swift addresses rumors about theorized Woodvale album. Sharon Osbourne tests positive for COVID-19, reveals brief hospitalization. The Bachelorette recap, Tayshia picks her final four and the men tell all. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. Democracy held with Biden's win, but Trump is keeping America divided as ever. Japan's Twitter killer sentenced to death and killing of 9. First patients to get CRISPR gene editing treatment continue to thrive. Poll, despite record turnout, 80 million Americans didn't vote. Here's why. Kabul's deputy governor killed in bomb blast. Amazon, TikTok, Facebook, others ordered to explain what they do with user data. With Electoral College vote, more Republicans recognize Biden as president-elect. Pastor of Black church defaced in protests, an assault on our historical resolve. Psychologists on why funerals are fundamental to processing grief. William Barr to step down as Attorney General before Christmas. The following headlines are from The Week. Russia's Putin congratulates Joe Biden for his November 3rd victory after Electoral College vote. Bust up Google's destructive search monopoly. Good riddance, Bill Barr. Joe Biden still doesn't get it. Stephen Colbert asks his late show Melania Trump about her Christmas decor, COVID parties. Stephen Colbert, Trevor Noah, and Seth Meyers mark Biden's Electoral College win, Trump's Scottish defeat. The GOP has one last shot to contest Trump's loss, and a negative % chance of success. Dr. Fauci wants people to hold onto their masks until at least next fall. Top Senate Republicans acknowledge Biden's win after Electoral College vote, but not Mitch McConnell. The following headlines are from the Texas Observer. The oil and gas industry still hasn't reckoned with Met-2. The following headlines are from the NASA Mars Exploration Program. From JPL's mailroom to Mars and Bond. The next headlines are from Universe Today. You can see the spot where lava broke through the wall of a Martian crater and began filling it up. Catch an awe-inspiring great conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn on December 21st. If we use the Sun as a gravitational lens telescope, this is what a planet at Proxima Centauri would look like. These are the news headlines for today, Tuesday, December 15th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. The moon's shadow on Earth yesterday. Is that a UFO? There is probably an explanation. Young moon, Jupiter, Saturn glorious December 15th to 18. NASA announces 18 astronauts on its Artemis team. The next news is from Politico. Biden puts skin in the game in Georgia. The most lopsided economic event imaginable, wave of evictions threatens Black, Latino tenants. How Biden's first-year economy is counting on perfection. Why you really cannot fight City Hall, at least over the police. Trump's drug cards clear key hurdle following pressure from White House. Massively disruptive cyber crisis engulfs multiple agencies. Washington navigates ethical minefield on getting first COVID shots. Trump antagonizes Republicans with Georgia fundraising ploy. How a DC bar became the haven for the Proud Boys. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Japan's Twitter killer sentenced to death for serial murders. Take note, your super will radically change in 2021. Retiring, what happens with your pension when your spouse is working? Single form system refinement is long overdue. Union applies to change pay rules for fruit pickers to ensure minimum wage. Christmas spending doesn't have to blow your household budget. Christmas lights bus tour for patients declared unfit to stand trial. A valedictory for one, more cowbell for some. Evolving flood situation, safety warnings as rain continues this week. Exim firms as Cavs backup point guard while Green lets his team do the talking. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Mark Hulbert, this is what a Santa Claus rally would tell you about stock market performance in 2021. Gold will disappoint investors in 2021, here's why the bulls' arguments don't hold up. Auto Trader, review, the ID4, Volkswagen's all-new electric compact SUV with a 250-mile range. NerdWallet, your guide to donating generously and effectively this year. NerdWallet, how to recover when you're denied a mortgage. Europe markets, European stocks and U.S. futures rise despite the tightening of COVID-19 restrictions. Next Avenue, downsizing versus right-sizing, and tips for making the move in a pandemic. Peter Morici, trade will be the toughest test for Biden's foreign policy. The Wall Street Journal, Pinterest agrees to $22.5 million settlement in gender discrimination case. California Post Prop 22, gig workers to see pay changes, customers to see higher prices. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Opinion, Boughs of Folly, what Netflix's new Christmas musical can teach us about toy IP protection, toy news. Biochemist Josh Sokon chosen as National Academy of Inventors Fellow, University of Arkansas Newswire. Pornoy, Time Magazine, Best Beauty Inventions of 2020, Fox 31 Denver. June Medical hopes to light way for better surgeries with new product, mass device. Amazon and the rise of the retail sniffer algorithm, the fashion law. Blue Yonder files intellectual property lawsuit against Connexus, Business Wire. Sony Vi wins FDA breakthrough nod for renal denervation tech, mass device. Vietnam, specific points in patent prosecution, Lixology. Lightwave Logic CEO Michael Levy elected to National Academy of Inventors, PR Newswire. EPO study examines trends in fourth industrial revolution technologies, IPWatchdog.com. The next headlines are from Quartz. How Africans in China challenge stereotypical views on African migration. Workers want direction from management, and any map will do. The pandemic is ushering in a new era of employee activism. Will there be enough syringes to deliver COVID-19 vaccines? Is a massive bubble in U.S. tech stocks coming, or is it already here? The next decade of growth will come from solving societal problems. India's app for COVID-19 vaccine delivery must avoid the government's legacy of privacy issues. The dismal share of women among founders of Indian tech unicorns captured in images. Europe's new antitrust rules will annoy, not topple, big tech. 2 Nigerian laboratories have taken big steps to boost genetics medicine in Africa. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. Owner of Darby Pie trademark sues newspaper for using the term, publishing recipe. 2 studies show giving military gear to cops doesn't result in lower crime rates. The cost of broadband is too damned high. District Court rejects CDT's challenge of Trump's ridiculous executive order on Section 230. Daily Deal, the complete MATLAB programming bundle. USA Today publishes yet another bogus oath against 230, completely misrepresents the law. Consumer groups say the FCC just blew $9 billion to deliver broadband to already served rich people. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Hornets. Zooeroid A. Chanel. Conor McGregor. Anne Reinking. Browns. Bachelorette. Jeff Rosen. William Barr. Paul Mitchell. Little Mix. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. U.S. economy still has hurdles to overcome despite COVID-19 vaccine rollout, financial analyst tells Boombust. I cried every day, Ronaldo reveals hardest moments and tells Kazakh Golovkin he prefers watching boxing and UFC to football. Jewish high school website hacked, filled with disturbing Nazi imagery and anti-Semitic slurs, photos, video. I probably screamed, Japanese researchers thrilled after securing Ryugu asteroid samples beyond their expectations. Rut FK off, several arrested during Netherlands protest as hard lockdown comes into force. He'll have a great future, Paul Pogba agent adds fresh fuel to transfer talk but rules out January move for French star. Japan's Twitter killer, who preyed on users sharing suicidal thoughts online and dismembered victims' bodies, sentenced to death. Brazil says Beijing not transparent when it allowed emergency use of Chinese-made COVID-19 vaccine. Discriminatory and wrong, UK health official insists no plans for COVID vaccine passports amid growing fears of mandatory jabs. Italy needs new curbs during holidays to avoid third COVID-19 wave, PM Cone says. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. The EU is at a dangerous crossroads. Watch, Russian sub-test fires 4 nuclear missiles in deterrence show of readiness. Negative yielding debt exceeds $18 trillion as global market cap hits $100 trillion. Germany is finally holding a government official accountable for massive wirecard fraud. The EU continues to woo Apple while France holds it ransom. Trump's last chance to snub the deep state. Autonomous drone to launch satellites into orbit for Space Force. Russia uses augmented reality technologies to produce Su-57 fighter jet. But spending slowdown, buffet credit, debt cards show soaring retail sales. Convoy investments, the bull market of our lifetime is explained by 2 words. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Report, Joe Biden considering Samantha Power for head of USAID. Video, Michigan Republican electors blocked from entering Capitol by state police. Romney on Trump's claims election was stolen, there's not evidence of that. Error, if you're an individual, you get COVID treatments, supply hasn't been exceeded. MD Governor Hogan to Republicans who won't accept the election result, this is embarrassing us. President-elect Joe Biden, once again the American America, the will of the people prevailed with electoral college vote. Pollack, Biden's phlegmatic, divisive speech burns bridges to Trump's America. Tribe, Stephen Miller is encouraging an armed rebellion to kill people. Mention, if we cannot agree on liability protections and state and local funding, we should put them aside and pass other bill. Joe Biden refuses to take questions from press on son's legal troubles. The next headlines are from UPI News. Friends switch lottery retailers after 40 years, win big. Watch, Florida woman finds raccoon in her Christmas tree. Porch pirate steals bait box filled with cat poop. Watch, deer rescued from batting cage in New York State. Watch, Florida man retrieves golf ball that landed on alligator's tail. Woman receives birthday card mailed by her late mother in 2015. Watch, Boy Scouts create COVID-19 hug booth for Texas nursing home. Watch, Pennsylvania waitress gets $5,000 tip from customers. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Lift the holiday spirits of lonely strangers who'd love a message this year, join the letter writing campaign. Team from Wildfire Hit Town wins $250 K scholarship for awesome explanation of quantum tunneling. Slimming and healthful, benefits of new green Mediterranean diet revealed in study. World's third largest grocery chain eliminates 20 million single-use plastic wrappings from Christmas goodies. Tiny pygmy possums discovered on Kangaroo Island after fears bushfires had wiped them out. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Tuesday, December 15th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Man jailed after crossing Irish Sea on jet ski and bit to see girlfriend. Camel spotted shopping at Bath & Body Works with owner in Nevada. COVID, man jailed for Scotland Isle of Man water scooter crossing. Hampshire doctor claims Martian soil is his own. COVID-19 coronavirus, Santa Claus infects dozens at Belgium aged care home, NZ Herald. San Francisco grandma flips table to defend business after customer hurls hand sanitizer jugs at staff. These ladies love natural gas, too bad they aren't real. Florida puppy saved from alligator's jaws gets job as deputy dog to teach kids about safety. Gunner the 4-month-old puppy will help Florida's Lee County Sheriff's Office teach kids about alligator safety, school bus safety, and more. NYPD, man with cocaine stash and butt went on wild rampage, assaulting cop, nurse. Peter Lavick, lawyer loses fight to keep offensive number plate on Lamborghini. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. I hope Toyota's solid-state EV battery obliterates combustion engines. 5 apps every electric vehicle owner needs to know about. Lime and what 3-word team up to clean up abandoned splitters. 4 marketing mistakes early-stage startups make, and how to avoid them. How the Apple Watch's VO2 Max score helps measure your cardio activity. Why are minorities in STEM so easily offended, and other stupid questions answered. Review, Specialized Turbo Vado SL is so light, you'll almost forget it's in a bike. CD Projekt Red, Cyberpunk 2077 tanks studio share price nearly 50%. The risks of Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine for patients with a history of severe allergies. New AI Scrabble mod only allows words that don't exist. The following headlines are from Science Daily. Trees are out of equilibrium with climate. Planning ahead protects fish and fisheries. Apathy could predict onset of dementia years before other symptoms. Characterizing wildlife consumers to guide behavior change efforts provides optimism amid the Asian songbird extinction crisis. New dinosaur show descendants how to dress to impress. Marine pollution, how do plastic additives dilute in water and how risky are they? Recovery of an endangered Caribbean coral from parrotfish predation. Non-engineered cement shows promise for sealing leaky gas wells. A human gene placed in fruit flies reveals details about a human developmental disorder. Emerging from a fog, little understood post-stroke cognitive issues are verified. The next headlines are from Information Week. Predictions for AI in 2021. Data governance is broken. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Tuesday, December 15th from over 100 sources to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from NASA News. NASA awards contract for project and engineering support services. NASA, ESA choose astronauts for SpaceX Crew 3 mission to space station. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Federal land manager pulls plug on Utah tar sand lease because of conflict of interest. Big third quarter carries Jazz to 111-92 win over Suns. Colorado routs Utah in women's basketball. Uintah County shooting leaves child dead, women wounded. The triple team, Jazz turn attention to defensive end in preseason game 2 win against Suns. The first doses of COVID-19 vaccine have arrived in Utah and here's who'll get them. Letter, let's better screen our government leaders. Mitt Romney says he knows losing hurts, but blasts Trump for claiming fraud. Letter, what are Utah values? LDS Church congratulates Joe Biden in message that comes weeks later than in previous presidential races. The next headlines are from Slashdot, tech news for nerds. Reddit is buying TikTok rival Dub Smash. Astronomers discover cosmic superhighways for fast travel through the solar system. How Europe's night trains came back from the dead. Scientists just set a new world record in solar cell efficiency. Countries roll out 2030 Paris Accord goals amid U.S. absence. Israeli spy tech firm says it can break into Signal app. GameStop employees surprised by new shipment of PS5, Xbox Series X consoles. Apple's fitness video service that competes with Peloton is cheaper and just as good. Electoral College certifies Biden's victory, as Trump still refuses to concede. Apple launches new App Store privacy labels so you can see how iOS apps use your data. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Some Missouri representatives approve no-faith resolution on election results, but measure struggles to pass next hurdle. Lindbergh High School sex case now getting national attention. Knowing the past is important to understand minority hesitancy over COVID vaccine. After losing job to COVID, Fenton woman says landlord removed her front door after falling behind on rent. Local pharmacies prepare for COVID vaccine. St. Charles businesses and residents oppose Moffitt's proposed I-70 project. Stimulus check update, Democrats squeeze as COVID-19 relief talks continue. Illinois House panel ends probe of powerful Speaker Madigan. Report, second phase of Centene expansion on hold due to crime. In 1952, Missouri electors once had unique dinner in Jesse James' old hideout. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Couple found shot to death in East County home. Nurses protest patient commingling, proposed staffing ratios at Palomar Health. Navy to begin COVID-19 vaccinations Tuesday. List, state releases COVID-19 guidelines on youth sports. San Diego sees 16% increase in gun crimes. 17-year-old arrested in Carlsbad trail stabbing death. County reports 2.2K new COVID-19 cases as first vaccines arrive. Bicyclist killed in East County crash. Fallbrook man arrested in fatal hit and run. Man gets jail time for smuggling sea cucumbers across border. The next headlines are from spooknews.com. Global security teams assess impact of suspected Russian cyber attack. Smiley and me? No. Ex-Mossad chief on his non-linked to Lee Carr's anti-hero. Apple's App Stores open new privacy window for customers. While Trump is on a pardoning spree, Twitter wants him to consider Edward Snowden. John Lee Carr, the spy who was my friend. Kremlin critic Alexei Navalny was poisoned by Russian state security team, report says. U.S. government agencies hid a massive hack possibly from Russia. IT firm at center of global hack says fewer than 18,000 customers compromised. 5 movie and TV adaptations of John Le Carre novels to watch. Mercedes-Benz SL-Class spy photos confirm it's getting a cloth roof. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. U.S. Marine show off expeditionary capabilities at San Clemente Island. U.S. Navy P-8A Poseidons conducts snow flight ops in Japan. U.S. Air Force says first space test fundamentals course begins in January. Freezing rain could cause big problems for Ukrainian Air Force. Leaked photo of Russian high-powered laser weapon hit the internet. The next headlines are from SupChina, top news about China. Griezmann cuts tie with Huawei over liar treatment. China fines 3 large internet companies for anti-monopoly law violations. Concert in the Clouds, a Chinese tribute to Beethoven. 3 years of silence, Rahul Dot named honorary professor. Wu Zixin, the most controversial woman in Chinese history. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Tuesday, December 15th, 2020. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Wearable device could be key in early COVID-19 detection. San Francisco hospital to begin COVID-19 vaccinations. Caught on camera, dog killed in neighborhood and run. UCSF doctor says no clear evidence linking outdoor dining to COVID-19 spread. CA sues Amazon over workplace safety investigation. COVID-19 impact, San Franciscans paying the price for Thanksgiving gatherings. California releases COVID-19 guidelines on youth sports. Suspicious couple reportedly follows mom with kids in Petaluma store. Sandy Hook victims remembered in online vigil on anniversary. SF restaurant struggling to survive. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. House race results. Red Sox sign slugging of Renfroe for 1 year, $3.10 M. Women's NCAA tournament to play at one site, ice on Texas. Zion, Paul gets started, Harden expected to on Tuesday. Believe Project, $100 to help friend with ovarian cancer. Why Illinois electors say vote for Biden was more than symbolic. Candidate filing sets up potential for spirited local races in Lake County. Race for Mount Prospect mayor pitting 3 village board colleagues. Fox Valley filing, at least 3 mail races will be contested in April. First doses of COVID-19 vaccine arrive in Illinois, where will they go next? The following headlines are from Seattle PI. Report, high-speed rail could be the future of Washington travel. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Brazil, Paraguay, Uruguay. Drought is ongoing in Armenia, Azerbaijan, Iran, Lebanon, Syria, Turkey. Drought is ongoing in China, India, Nepal, Pakistan. Drought is ongoing in Georgia, Kazakhstan, Russia, Ukraine. Drought is ongoing in Bolivia, Peru. Drought is ongoing in Canada, Mexico, United States. Drought is ongoing in Bolivia, Brazil, Peru, Paraguay. Drought is ongoing in Algeria, Spain, Morocco. Green alert for tropical cyclone Zazu 20. Population affected by category 1, 120 km per hour. Wind speeds or higher is 0. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Tuesday, December 15th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from Cypher Brief Security News and High Level Analysis. The IC must move forward, not go back. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. A cold rain returns to Houston Tuesday. Historic number of unemployment payments could cause Texas business owners to see a tax increase. Great matchup scheduled this week for Texas high school football playoffs. Victims wave as courts face unprecedented COVID-19 delays. Amber alert issued for 1-year-old boy out of Pearland last seen Monday evening. Dr. Varon at UMMC fighting to get COVID-19 vaccines for staff. Houston Rockets coach Stephen Silas has good conversation with James Harden. Bachelorette Tashia picks her Final Four, confrontations during the men tell-all. Deer Park ISD to bring back most of its students for face-to-face learning. MD Anderson receives first batch of Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Fire at Russian retirement home kills 11. Election 2020 today, democracy challenged, GOP reckoning. Noun describing social distancing is Dutch word of the year. German police make 4th arrest over Dresden jewelry heist. Israel court upholds Australia extradition in child sex case. UK sees record number of job losses during 3-month period. Asia Today, Maldives considers burying Sri Lankan Muslims. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Cuomo denies allegations of sexual harassment from former aide. Extra, White House security officer reportedly loses leg and foot to COVID. A rare surviving certificate for New York City's volunteer firefighters in 1753. Restaurants brace for a brutal winter as indoor dining pauses in NYC again. Women running for city council challenge the opposition to ranked choice voting. Cuomo and de Blasio warned New Yorkers to prepare for full shutdown amid fears of overrun hospitals. Schools update. De Blasio says more NYC public schools will be going 5 days a week. SNL recap. Host Timothée Chalamet loves Christmas in NYC, Tiny Horses and Pete Davidson. Coronavirus updates. 5 NYC hospitals set to receive vaccine today. Early edition. Apple TV was making a show about Quaker until Tim Cook killed it. The next headlines are from Observer.com. David Hockney's latest New Yorker cover is getting a decidedly mixed reception. In Berlin, a streaming Lohengrin evokes doubt and terror. Princess Eugenie already moved out to Frogmore Cottage. Jamie Dornan says drinking Emily Blunt's acting just felt almost like a heart attack. The 7 best indie movies of 2020. Stephen King, Dan Rather and other writers grieve the loss of John Le Carre. COVID-19 vaccine begins rollout, with significant challenges, controversies ahead. The TV shows people streamed the most in 2020. Prince Harry and Meghan already sent Prince William and Kate Christmas gifts. This is YN Review. Differences simmer in a father-son kitchen drama. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. Next, info on a few earthquakes today from earthquaketoday.com. Light earthquake, 4.7 mag has occurred near Pagar Alam in Indonesia. Light earthquake, 4.5 mag has occurred near Morphovonian, Greece. Light earthquake, 4.6 mag was detected near Vanuatu region. Light earthquake, 4.5 mag strikes near Mianaya in China. Light earthquake 4.4 mag, 118 kilometers north by northwest of Nuku'alofa, Tonga. Minor earthquake, 3.3 mag has occurred near Mina in Nevada. Minor earthquake, N3.2 quake has struck near Coltag in Alaska. Light earthquake, 4.9 mag was detected near Santa Cruz Islands. Minor earthquake, N3.15 quake has struck near Tierras Nubes Poniente in Puerto Rico. Minor earthquake, 3.28 mag was detected near Brenes in Puerto Rico. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. Helping women to step out of the shadow pandemic of women abuse. Discriminatory laws still holding women back in the Middle East. Safe drinking water should mean safe collection too. How to reduce the risks. R&D expenditure, how to raise it and why. Africa readying for free trade, come January 2021. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Crucial logs missing from some Michigan Dominion voting machines, forensics report. Vaccinated Israelis to get green passport allowing them to attend events, eat at restaurants. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Michigan congressman quits GOP over bid to overturn election. No, Joe Biden's nephew doesn't own Dominion voting systems. No, Clint Eastwood's net worth didn't leave family in tears too. Gift-giving taboos that aren't as bad as you think. Was boy who went missing 40 years ago reunited with mom? Do dogs watch you go to the bathroom to protect you? Georgia to audit one county's signatures on ballot envelopes. Did Nevada GOP electors vote for Trump? Trump says Barr resigning, will leave before Christmas. Biden clears 270 vote mark as electors affirm his victory. The next headlines are from factcheck.org. False claim about Biden's win probability. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Is the must-have gift of 2020 an old-fashioned cocktail? End of Alzheimer's doctors' pricing memory loss program draws questions. George Clooney confronts a Catholic bishop state-sponsored assassination. Why you should rethink your white liberal critique of Lloyd Austin. Michael Musto cannot wait for New York City's marvelously messy comeback. Rogue Florida Gov's next pandemic fiasco, vaccine rollout. Plea to the press, don't make Trump 2021 shadow president. Inside Jason Mantzoukas' journey from wild-eyed maniac to horny bisexual tween. Fight Club busted in NYC moved its petri dish to Florida. Trevor Noah brutally roasts Trump troll Stephen Miller over Fox News election challenge. The next headlines are from the New York Post. NFL power rankings for Week 15. Popeye's security guard injured after suspect fires into restaurant. Major cable networks quiet on sexual harassment allegations against Cuomo. City approves controversial $890 million school bus deal. Lamar Jackson denies pooping during Monday Night Football. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. Think the Perseids are the only shower worth watching? Think again. Cosmic ingredients, how the universe forges elements. Is the multiverse theory science fiction or science fact? You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Biggest snowstorm in years set to target Northeast. Winter storm warnings as Midwest pummeled by snow. Contents of capsule brought back from asteroid revealed. SpaceX launches satellite for Sirius XM. SpaceX launches Sirius XM satellite aboard Falcon 9 rocket. The following headlines are from alienUFOsightings.com. NYC UFO sightings in 2020 are up 283% from 2018. George Bush Sr. took UFO secrets to the grave because Americans couldn't handle the truth, lobbyist claims. Who has the right stuff to be a private astronaut? Google Earth frenzy of 60 FT-man disk exposed by melting at Arctic ice. Scientists take baby steps toward extraterrestrial babies. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. New York City Housing Authority once again tops public advocate's worst landlord list. De Blasio gets mention. Coronavirus detected for first time in wild mink outside Utah farm. Outdoor dining in NYC gets the cold shoulder as Northeast braces for snowstorm. Art installations built to lift Queens community spirit ravaged in vandalism spree that racked up $10 in damage. 2 Pennsylvania sheriff's deputies reassigned and quarantined after being photographed maskless at indoor eatery. Trump announces AG Barr is resigning just before Christmas. UK to let sexually active gay and bisexual men donate blood in landmark change. Santa may have delivered COVID to a nursing home. Same-sex consensual relations still illegal in 69 countries, report. It's a shot of hope, De Blasio says at NYCC's first doses of COVID vaccine. The following headlines are from military.com. Female recruits to train at Marines all-male San Diego boot camp in historic first. This female World War II vet is one of the first Americans to get the COVID-19 vaccine. 8 World War II veterans became president. Who will our next veteran president be? Army cancels 3rd Cavalry's rotation to NTC in response to Fort Hood review. National Guard now helping with COVID-19 vaccine distribution in 26 states. Missile drill momentarily triggers false air attack alarm at Ramstein Air Base. After stumble, Army to restart design competition for Bradley replacement. Army suspends battalion commander, Sergeant Major in Korea amid racism allegations. Marines' new amphibious combat vehicle set to begin for raid production. Was your military pay delayed? Here's what happened. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Illinois schools have tallied more than 160 outbreaks of COVID-19, but what happens when they occur, and who decides if a school should close? COVID-19 pandemic backlash jeopardizes nation's public health system as firings, resignations and retirements accelerate problems. Hope at a historic moment, first COVID-19 vaccination scheduled to be given in Illinois on Tuesday. How full are hospitals in Illinois? Search our list to find out. Chicago police's homicide clearance rate dips in 2020 after improvement in recent years. FBI, suspect in McCormick Place Metro platform rifle incident turns himself in. Coronavirus in Illinois updates, Chicago and other areas of state receive first shipments of Pfizer vaccine as officials report 7,214 new COVID-19 cases and 103 additional deaths. Illinois House panel adjourns after a party line vote fails to uphold charges that Madigan acted improperly in ComEd case. Vaccines are coming, but inside the intensive care unit at Aurora's Rush Copley Hospital, the COVID-19 pandemic is far from over. The spin, vaccinations begin in U.S. today, Chicago, rest of state tomorrow. Electoral college firms up Biden victory. Ex-Northwestern lecturer blasted over Joe Biden essay. The following headlines are from phys.org. China to open giant telescope to international scientists. Japan's space agency finds ample soil, gas from asteroid. Balancing climate and development goals. Characterizing Indonesia's bird owners guides behavior change amid Asian songbird crisis. Scientists find that trees are out of equilibrium with climate, posing new challenges in a warming world. Salt-tolerant bacteria with an appetite for sludge make biodegradable plastics. Research explores the relationship between nitrogen and carbon dioxide in greenhouse gas emissions. Researchers use origami to solve space travel challenge. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Tuesday, December 15th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. The mind and body benefits of yoga that are backed by science. Solar panel waste, the dark side of clean energy. Fine particle pollution kills, and it's on the rise. How the infrared system tied together an empire and facilitated its fall. Betelgeuse, the supernova that wasn't. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. UK plans big fines for online companies over harmful content. Virus resurgence hits H&M sales, cuts promising recovery. Poland, Lithuania are targets of cyber disinformation attack. PM, Sweden's health officials misjudged new infection wave. Lesser-known K-pop band struggling amid the pandemic. The following headlines are from mercurynews.com. Word Game, December 15, 2020. Horoscopes December 15, 2020, Don Johnson, trust and believe in yourself. Bridge, December 15, 2020. Ask Amy, he's started flaunting his bad habit and chiding me about my hang-up. Harriet Cole, I found out how my daughter is paying for these things, should I tell her I know? Miss Manners, here's what to say when they ask about your home life. Dear Abby, it turns out I cannot find dates, and I want my ex-wife to take me back. Burlingame woman arrested on suspicion of DUI, child endangerment. Feds file gun case against Vallejo man with prior murder arrest. Coronavirus, California releases guidelines for youth sports. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Israeli Supreme Court rejects appeal by woman wanted in Australia for child sex abuse, clearing way. The next headlines are from The Intercept. After George Floyd, carbon capture tech tiptoes into racial justice. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Tuesday, December 15, 2020. Now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. Scientists show what loneliness looks like in the brain. Poverty linked to high risk of COVID-19 death, study suggests. Structural racism severely impacts the health of foreign-born blacks and Latinx. Scientists warn of likely massive oil spill endangering the Red Sea, region's health. Purdue researchers uncover blind spots at the intersection of AI and neuroscience. Invasive harlequin ladybird causes severe decline of spotted ladybird, new study shows. Scientists discover compounds that could have helped to start life on Earth. Study finds pediatric cancer patients at no greater risk of severe COVID-19 infection. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Menu planner, smothered panko parmesan chicken perfect for family day. Teen boy stabbed during fight on CTA train platform in the Loop, woman in custody. 5 shot Monday in Chicago. Rideshare driver carjacked in Bronzeville. Sports have plenty of name-calling. Boy, 17, shot in Burnside. Horoscope for Tuesday, December 15, 2020. Illinois electors help Joe Biden and Kamala Harris cement win Donald Trump will never acknowledge. Coronavirus Live blog, December 14, 2020, vaccine arrives in Illinois, first local inoculation will be Tuesday at Loretto Hospital. Anne Reinking, Tony-winning choreographer and actress, dies at 71. The following headlines are from Riverfront Times St. Louis. COVID vaccine arrives in Missouri, it's a historic day. St. Louis and Stuttgart circuses combine for Sister Cities video. S3 and Alexander's Berlanden's clothing brand is taking off in St. Louis. Hartman, the disgraceful duplicity of Eric Schmidt. The next headlines are from Detroit Metro. Michigan's U.S. Rep. Mitchell quits Republican Party over baseless election fraud claims. Electoral College casts Michigan's 16 votes for Biden, making his victory official in the state. Curbside cannabis pickup could stick around in Michigan even after pandemic subsides. GOP leader Chatfield says states' Electoral College must vote for Biden or we would lose our country forever. Dear Amazon, before you bulldoze more than 80 years of Detroit music history, please read this. Michigan GOP lawmaker disciplined after warning of ominous historic event as Electoral College cast votes. Michigan Capitol closed Monday due to credible threats of violence during Electoral College vote. Motown legend Smokey Robinson wildly mispronounces Hanukkah in cameo video. Looks like Detroit's TCF Center is being renamed again. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Tuesday, December 15, 2020. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Until we meet again, the biggest losses in music of 2020. 6 great non-alcoholic beers for holiday cheer. The amazing 2020 disappearing act of Whitney Merciless. New reports of questionable behavior by Renfest owner George Callum. 12 days of favorite Houston food and drink experiences in 2020, Part 5, Chefs. The 50 best music videos of 2020 you probably missed Part 2, 4031. Rocket's biggest off-season acquisition, Enthusiasm. TCH's Peter Hotez throws some shade on anti-vaxxers. 12 days of favorite Houston food and drink experiences in 2020, Part 4, Beer. Best Houston music releases of 2020. The next headlines are about world records making news. Children all over the world set new record as part of Gazprom's Football for Friendship program, The Independent. Minecraft, Dreams World Record speedruns determined illegitimate by Minecraft speedrunning team, accusations, research data, leaderboards and more, Real Sport 101. Lebanon now holds Guinness World Record for the largest recycled flag, the 961. Virat Kohli can go past Ricky Ponting and achieve a world record in first day night test against Australia, Hindustan Times. Highest shallow dive to longest underwater kiss, Guinness World Record shares list of underwater tea, Hindustan Times. 12 world records broken in 2020, Free Malaysia Today. From the archives, 1927, Bill Ponsford scores world record 437 for Victoria, The Age. Mystery buyer purchases Penfolds Grange set for world record price 3 Kolesnikov rattles own 100 back world record with 48.63 to open Russian champs, swim swam. Gingerbread record holder bakes huge village despite COVID challenges, New York Post. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Uber fined $59 million for failing to answer questions about sexual assault cases. Fancy Dianosaur with bizarre shoulder decorations was the peacock of the Cretaceous. California's AG is now trying to force Amazon to comply with subpoenas probing COVID labor concerns. Smartmatic demands Fox News, Newsmax, own retract pro-Trump conspiracy theories or else. FTC orders Amazon, YouTube, Discord, and 6 more to explain what the hell they're doing with your data. Nervous about COVID-19 vaccines? Here's how scientists are feeling. Dating is bad enough without adding wearables to the mix. This working Marauders map built using AR and GPS brings magic to our world. Facebook finally brings its collab app to the public. Cyberpunk 2077 is best played in the cloud. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was at Nadada Airport in Australia at 106.88 degrees Fahrenheit or 41.6 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was at Kayachchayu in Russia at minus 63.58 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 53.1 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. SolarWinds hackers have a clever way to bypass multi-factor authentication. 20 years later, Dungeons & Dragons gets another movie adaptation. FTC kicks off sweeping privacy probe of 9 major social media firms. SpaceX won rural FCC funding in surprising places, like major airports. AI set to pay $1.2 billion for Codemasters and its stable of racing games. 18,000 organizations downloaded backdoor planted by Cozy Bear hackers. COVID-19 vaccine rollout starts in the U.S. Get your first look at a OnePlus 9 prototype. Millions of videos purged from Pornhub amid crackdown on user content. Amid massive bugs, CDPR offers refunds for Cyberpunk 2077 on consoles. Next, announcements from the World Health Organization. WHO information notice for IVD users. The Decade of Healthy Aging, a new UN-wide initiative. World's largest youth organizations, representing 250 million members, and WHO launch global mobilization to respond to disruptive impacts of COVID-19 on young people. New WHO tool to help countries advance towards universal health coverage. Eliminating onchocerciasis, continued political support, new tools and measures are needed to sustain progress. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Trump couldn't steal this election, but here's why I'm worried about the next one. Bill Barr, Trump's fixer or big disappointment? How the cruise industry secretly backed dark money mailers about defunding Key West police. Sharon Osbourne tests positive for COVID-19. Ford Futurist, 2020 brought more stress than ever, but people found ways to adapt. Postpartum depression for dads? Yep, it's a thing. Northwestern distances itself from former lecturer Joseph Epstein, calls his views on Jill Biden misogynistic. Florida is second worst place for millennials to live, career website says. The collapse of a world-renowned radio telescope leaves an astronomical legacy. That WSJ opposite the editorial page about Dr. Jill Biden isn't just sexist, it's classist, too. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. What Biden can do to boost the economy without any help from Congress. We cannot talk about corruption in the Georgia runoffs without talking about David Perdue and Dollar General. Hundreds of black people are in prison for life even though jurors thought they were innocent. A victorious Joe Biden slams Trump, but urges unity. This process was not designed for people who look like me. Georgia's electors cast their historic ballots for Joe Biden. Joe Biden just won the 2020 election, again. A holiday email accidentally sent to the wrong recipient turns up a surprise gift. Lunchtime photo. Illegal assault on democracy is clearly unethical, but the lawyers will probably get away with it. Moderna vaccine close to FDA approval. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. Are we alone in the universe? UAH News. To the moon and back, Chinese R&D is leaving the US behind. Financial Times. The following items are today's top search results for the term neural plasticity. Canada Research Chair DRAI, Complex Neural System Modeling in Calgary, AB for University of Calgary, Physics. We're here to see the great doomed thing, outside. The next items are the top results for news about longevity and immortality. The promise of using cell cultures to fight SARS-CoV-2, technology networks. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Tuesday, December 15th, 2020 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. UFO's most important problem facing the United Nations, believes UN Secretary General. UFO Chronicle 1967. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Tuesday, December 15th, 2020. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. True Strange News Fair Use Statement. No Views News is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2020 by No Views News. All rights reserved.